39th year of being in Neolife. We started very slowly, I must admit. It took us about 3-4 years before I really started working in the business seriously. But it's been such a joy to be with Neolife for all these many years. And Charles and Judy have set an example by staying. You know, that's one of the first keys to success in this business, and that is to think long term. Too many people want too much too quickly. And our kind of business is not designed to be like that. No business makes you profitable right after you start. I'm talking about normal business. Now, our business, you can be profitable after you've started because it costs so little to start and you can make money immediately. But I'm talking of making real significant incomes. Those come down the line. So Charles and Judy have set the good example for you by already having 20 years behind them in your life. And I know if God spares them the next 20 years, they will still be around. And that's one of the first success in the business. Then the second thing, and I'm not going to talk long today. I know you've got a lot that's happening today. But there's just one more thing that I want to stress. And that is for success in the business. You don't only have to think long term. You've also got to learn to take yourself out of the picture. Now, what do I mean by that? You know, when we joined, it was just about us and making money and what people had to do for us. But I learned that is the complete wrong approach to the business. Sometimes we think we're the important people. We are important in the sense of that it's up to us to bring people into the business and to bring people up in the business. But people are not there to serve us. We are supposed to serve people. We're supposed to be servants. And the higher you go in the business, the more you need to serve. I can't remember who it was that said that we shouldn't be talking about building a business. We should talk about building people. You understand that if you sponsor somebody into the business as a distributor, and I happen to look at the printouts of a certain part of my business, and I noticed there were so many people who were doing nothing. Now, those people, in a sense, are worthless in the business. We want people to come into the business and at least do something, at least do 100 points. But if more people could move up to manager and senior manager and director and world team, that is what moves us up in the business. So we want people to succeed. So it is up to us as leaders in the business. And even if you're very new, the moment you've sponsored somebody, you are a leader. You've got to lead and guide that person. But if you are more important than that person in your own eyes, it's the wrong approach. We've got to be the servants of the people in our teams. Our own ego, our own competitiveness shouldn't come into the picture. And that is why Neolife always stresses that people are number one. And through building people, we build our businesses. What does that mean? That means we've got to treat people well. We've got to not let our ego come in the way. We've got to be honest. We've got to be caring. We've got to spend time to help people and to work with them, to teach them, to bring them up. I think the problem we find for ourselves very often is that we expect people to come in the business, know what we know, and do what we do. Most people won't, because they don't know the business, they don't know the products, they haven't got confidence in the products or the business or themselves. We need to grow them, that they gain that confidence, that they gain that knowledge. And that is hard work. But if we are not willing to work and spend time investing time in people, we will eventually go nowhere in this business. So I want to encourage you to really think long term. You know, the biggest part of my business, which is in East Africa, came about 9 years after I now really got started in the business. 9 years. All the PTs in East Africa, except the PTs in Tanzania, who aren't in my team, they came, or I started the process there 9 years after I really got going in the business. And then it still took time for them to develop. So think long term. Take yourself out of the picture. Don't try and compete with other people and look better than other people. We're not in a race against others. Our challenge is to be better today than we were yesterday. We weren't designed to compete with people in this business. It's not necessary. There are enough people that we can reach in the business that we don't have to look around at what other people are doing and what they're not doing. We are called to do what the best we can be. And I want to just encourage Charles and Judy to keep setting the example, live the principles of the business, people number one, honesty, sincerity, caring. Carry that into your team. Let other teams do what they do. Make sure that your team is a team where people feel they belong, where they feel they can trust the leaders, you and everybody downline. Because you know there's a very simple truth that says people do business with people they like and trust. Like and trust. If I don't like somebody, I don't want to be with them. If I can't trust them, I definitely won't be with them. So Charles, Judy, all the world teams in your organization, all the directors, all the senior managers, all the new people, make sure that you are somebody that people will like and trust and will go the way with you, so that in 20 years from now, I hope I'll still be around, but in 20 years from now, we can have your celebration of 20 years in the business. So I wish you a very, very happy meeting and all the best for the rest of this year. We are so privileged to have Paul and all the team there behind you in Kenya. I'm very grateful for what they do for us. And I want to encourage you, go out with the attitude of we are there to help people be more healthy and gain wealth. And the more people we can help to do that, the more we will benefit ourselves. So thank you for this opportunity of being with you. It's been a real pleasure. I miss you. And I look forward to the time that I can be with you again. And at least if we can't hug each other, just at least give a fist bump or be a bit closer to each other. I value you. You are so important to me. And I wish you all the best and God bless.
Thank you so much, Mike. Everybody is quite happy to be able to listen to you today.
Thank you, Paul.
Mike, thank you so much.
Thank you. That is my pleasure. And thank you, Paul, for what you do for us and with your team.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thank you.
God bless.